Hello, my name is Anne and welcome to episode 12 of a Tobyknits Flosstube. Today it's all about cross stitch, and while I don't have a finished object to show you, I've got another oldie. It's kind of been fun digging out my old cross stitches and looking at them again. This is one I did in 1999, and I loved, this was a kit. I remember this being a kit, and I'm pretty sure it was a dimensions kit, and I did this exactly as the kit was. I did not change any of the colors. I might have changed the boy's hair. I feel like I changed the boy's hair on this one and made it blonde because my youngest son at the time had very blonde hair. Still does have blonde hair, but I mean really, really blonde hair. And both my boys played baseball growing up. And the youngest one had had the nickname of Scooter. And the reason, I don't know why somebody called him that, but it had something to do with the fact that whenever he would get up to the plate and hit the bat, you could physically see all the other kids who were on first base, second base, third base, whatever they were. You could see them all groan when Sean, my youngest, came up to bat, because he would hit it, and it doesn't matter how far he hit it, whether he hit a home run or he just hit it across to the batter, baseball thrower, pitcher guy, or wherever he hit this ball, he would run every base. He would not stop. And so everyone else on the base had to make sure they ran really fast, because otherwise he would overlap them. He never kind of got it in his head that he wasn't supposed to go that fast, so everybody called him Scooter. Anyway, I just loved that picture, and it reminds me so much of when the boys were little. I cannot wait till my grandsons start to play baseball. Anyway, so what have I been up to this week? Well, as you know, Mondays I have been stitching this one, and this is a kit, a Permin kit, and it is for my newest grandson, Leo, who is actually, he's about 3 months old now. Maybe more than that. He was born in December, October, January, February, March. Yeah, he's nearly 4 months old. So this is where I'm at with this. Really enjoying this. It's on a 14 count Ada. I don't know what the floss is. It doesn't say that it's DMC, but I'm assuming it is. It will finish 9.5 inches by 13. And it's interesting because in some places we are doing 2 strands, and in other places we are just doing 1 strand. So it kind of almost gives it a 3D look. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm just starting his little weight at the bottom here. And I think I'll probably finish the bottom area and then go up more. But that's coming on really nice, really enjoying that. And I think I might backstitch as I'm going too, because you can see on this one there's backstitch around his legs and stuff. I just feel like it really makes the diaper, like, because the diaper's finished, but I think with the backstitch it will really make it stick out more. And oh, the bum sticks out, get it? Never mind that. So anyway, I'm enjoying that one. So Wednesdays is Wipgo, which is something that Jessie Makes Do is running on her YouTube channel. And it's an interesting one. So it's a bingo card, basically, that you make up at the beginning of the year, and you put in it various whips you want to work on throughout the year. You can put them in once or twice, 3. I put most of my whips I chose in 4 times because I don't have a lot of whips. But this whip is one that I got, oh, let me see if I can find a picture of it for you. Oh, here it is. It's this one, and it's actually stamped cross stitch, and it's stamped on a quilt, a finished quilt, which is 34 by 43. So it's a baby quilt, obviously. And I found this whole kit for $4.99 at the Salvation Army in Halifax when we were there visiting our son. And I just fell in love with it and thought it was nice. I'd done stamped once before on an Ada. I'd never done it on a fabric, so on a quilt. So I had to Google how you do it in the first place, because otherwise I didn't want all the stitches to show through on this side. So I needed to figure out how to do that, which I did. And you have to go through the 2 layers. And I started it and enjoyed it. I got the butterfly done. And then I started on the head, and then after a bit I got fed up of it, as I tend to do, you know me. So having it fall under Wipgo is making me finish it. And I really did not want to start on last Wednesday when I picked it up. I did not really feel like doing it. But after a while I started to really enjoy it. And I got, I think it was all this area here done. It's really hard to see. I am hoping, and you use 3 strands of floss, so I am hoping that it will go. So my plan, because like this is a mess, how can you even tell, you know, it's really hard to see the various different, this is its eye, I think, yeah, and the nose. It's really hard to understand it. And this is, yeah, because it's looking that way. And then this, anyway, so I thought, well, maybe if I kind of outline the face, it's going to make it easier for me. But it is harder when you're stitching, because you can't go up and down and make a perfect X. You have to go in and along and then up. And I was finding that I was having to twirl the fabric to come back the other way sometimes, or to go over to the next one I need to get to, which might be 2 up and 1 over. You know what I mean? Like, I found it a little bit messy, but it is good. And there's nothing on the back. There's no stitches showing through, so it is coming on, but it's definitely yeah, so that's all the part I got done. It's definitely an interesting thing. So I have 1 more Wednesday. Actually, no, 2. So I have tonight, and then I have next Wednesday, because that's the 30th of March. So I actually will get 3 Wednesdays out of this, which will be better. So that'll give me a bit more time to work on it. Fridays is Fall on the Farm. And this is number 3 of Fall on the Farm. And I actually did manage to finish it. So here it is finished. That's the back. That's the front. Actually, it doesn't look too bad from the back, does it? That's the front. So, yeah, it's, I like it very much. It's really cool. And of course, I still don't have number 2 yet. I haven't heard from tailors as to whether it's in yet. And number 4 will be coming out in April. Yeah. So what I plan to do this Friday is do my box ready. And the box will be the same as this and the same color. There'll be 2 of them there. And the one in the middle is this box, but I think it's a different color again. So I'll have to figure out by looking at the picture, which I will put here, so that you can see what that actually looks like. And I'll just do the borders until I get either pattern 2 or pattern 4 from Taylor's, which is my quilting and sewing shop in Brockville, Ontario, close to where I live. It's not that close, it's half an hour away. But yes, and finally, normally I only work on those 3, but I have now decided that I want to make Sundays a cross-stitch day, because I felt bad I had not done either of my grandsons these birth announcements. And I had started on the one for Leo, who is, you know, 3-4 months old, but Tristan, my first grandson, who will be 2 next month, he doesn't have one either. So I got one for Tristan. So this is the one I got for him. I got this from Love Crafts, and his bedroom is all done up in jungle theme. So I started that last Sunday, and that's where I'm at. I think that's the ear of the elephant, the trunk of the elephant, yes. So haven't got very far, but it's and that's just again on a 14 count Aida, 2 strands of yarn, thread over 2 strands of thread over 1 thing, 2 things, threads, no, floss, skein, oh, whatever, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's what I've got so far on the cross stitch journey. So what are you working on? Is anybody else doing fall on the farm? I would love to connect with other people who are doing that. It would be fun to catch up and see where everybody's up to. So please join me next Wednesday for another floss tube, or stop by on Friday, because Fridays I talk about my quilty fun, and Mondays it's all about the knitting. So either come back and see me on one of those days, or I'll see you in a week. Hope you have a great time. Bye.